Alright guys, wanted to come to you today with a little tip or tips on how to get the head off of an engine if it's stuck. So these things are under a lot of pressure, getting hot and cold, so it's not uncommon for them to get stuck on. So these are kind of the three best ways I've found to, get them off without too much of a problem. So my first way that I do, and there's a little bit of a disclaimer with this, I guess. You want to be careful because you can cause yourself a lot of problems if you aren't careful. So what you can do is take the water fitting here, wrap a rag around it, and then if you don't have a rubber mallet, you can just use your normal hammer and just hit upwards onto this and try to just knock the head free. Don't hit it too hard because the fitting can easily break off. It is soft, and then that's a whole nother set of issues. So just be careful. And that's kind of my first way that I try to get a head off. Not hitting it too hard, just seeing if that's enough to break it loose. So if that doesn't work and your engine is in the ski and it's all hooked up and you can turn it over, leave the spark plugs in it, all your hardware is still removed, turn the engine over and give it a click or two, slowly, progressively. You can put a hand on it and make sure that it doesn't come doesn't come flying off. I've never seen anything like that happen, but don't just try holding the button full bore and turning it over full speed. It shouldn't take much and the compression will pop this thing off. So that's another way you can do it. Just be easy with the button, and that's a really easy way to do it. So let's say your engine is out. Then what you can do is take your spark plugs out and then put some rope down the spark plug hole. It'll coil up on the cylinder, obviously. Put as much as you need to down there, and then put a little bar or something into the coupler. So I'll take you over here actually. Just put something into the coupler like a screwdriver. You don't want too much leverage at first, so it shouldn't take too much to do this. So just put something in the coupler, rope in one of the cylinders, and then as the piston comes to the top, it'll bump up against the head then because all the rope's coiled up in there. Then you just press down on whatever you're prying with, screwdriver or a bar, whatever you have, and then that will pop the head up also if you can't turn the engine over. So those are my three go-tos. I guess if the engine was in, I would first try turning it over, which would work. And then if it's out, you can try tapping on the fitting. Once again, just be careful. Don't want to break that off in there. Or you can just put rope down it and turn the engine over. Or I guess you could remove the cylinder, flip it over, and try knocking it out with a dowel rod or something. I don't know. But that's, I guess, my three ways that I would do it is just, if it's out, tap the fitting. If that doesn't work, rope down the cylinder. And if it's in, just turn over the engine, and that'll pop it off with the spark plugs in so that the compression stays in the cylinder. So that's how to get off your head if you're having trouble with that. See you guys in the next one.